What's up, everybody? Today I have a very interesting video for you guys today who I've never ever, about a character who I've never ever actually pointed a video towards or themed a video about. So today's video is going to be about Julie Pierce, but before we get into it, make sure you leave your comment down below if you have any thoughts or theories about this video or this theory in this video or any other theories about this Julie Pierce character, any other theories you'd like to share. I love to pair predictions down scatter. Most important thing to me, leave any comments down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And make sure to leave a like, view to the video, share this video can. Need all the views I can get. I'm sure there's someone out there who you know is a person who would need like to see this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. You enjoy this channel's content. Check out what our videos are not. Need all the views I can get. And without further ado, let's get into it. So Julie Pierce was obviously the character played by famous actress Hilary Swank. And in 1994, the next Karate Kid, where Pat Morita, had gotten a little, 10 years older to be exact, from the original first Karate Kid movie. And in my opinion, it was definitely the worst out of what we consider to be the four Karate Kid movies. But Julie Pierce's story, in my mind, really touches along with Tori's in a way. And a lot of people made this comparisons before. Before you get into any of that, I'm not doing any family connections or any of that crap. I don't think that Tori is Julie Pierce's daughter, or let's just even say Tori's Terry Silver, related to Terry Silver in any way. None of that is going to be discussed for possibilities in this video. You could forget it. If you clicked on for that and you actually knew I was going to be talking about Tori and you thought it was a daughter, mother-daughter thing between them, though, go ahead and click on the video now, because Julie Pierce, they wouldn't make her be sick for starters, and she lived in Boston. But I guess that really don't go along with what I'm going to talk about, the possibilities of her coming back. But before I want to say anything else, though, I do want to point out that I did say, if you remember watching my Dream Pod series, which those were, relatively successful videos, some of them were, except for the last one. I think actually the last one got one of the least most views. So maybe y'all, if y'all are long-time watchers, some of y'all might know what I'm talking about if you're watching this and you watch that. I did mention at the end, though, of Cobra Kai Season 4, Episode 10, a dream plot of mine would be a good cliffhanger was to bring Julie Pierce back if Daniel was in some sort of bad state. If something bad happened after the tournament, Cobra Kai obviously lost, and, the deal stood, and, especially if something bad happened to Daniel's business, and you really never know if Julie and Daniel ever met or know each other. I mean, none of that all that was obviously inconclusive. Obviously in the next Karate Kid movie, Mr. Miyagi made some references to Daniel's son, to Julie Pierce, like, when he's seen her, with her top off, or, just an example, and he's like, boys are easier. That's what the movie close, was that, scene for that was. And Julie Pierce was obviously, a girl who was going through, a lot of rough times. And she was kind of, a punk girl that was hit on, by the military group. And the thing was, she obviously learned really how to fight and, kicked her, commander of the gangs behind. And then obviously Mr. Miyagi fought Dugan, Chief Dugan. I can't talk right now for whatever reason, but he definitely laid the smackdown on him, and it was a very, very impressive final fight. It's probably the best part of the whole movie, that's for sure. Mr. Miyagi also had a gas station fight in that movie, but yeah, he really taught Julie Pierce well. He helped recover her as a person and a fighter, and he knew that due to ties, he, really needed to care about her, and really, could see, as Mr. Miyagi basically saw and was expert as this, who really needs the most help, and he definitely saw that through her. So when it comes to Julie Pierce's role in Cobra Kai, I really don't see her coming back and being a big character in Season 4. However, the thing is, a good cliffhanger, like I was mentioning early, would be for Julie Pierce, just like the cliffhanger was set up for Terry Silver at the end of Season 3, or just like it was for John Kreese walking in the dojo and, reuniting instantly with Johnny at the end of Cobra Kai Season 1. It really, really would be a good cliffhanger. I really do think, and obviously, I just think there's so much stuff going to be taking place that we already know about in Season 4. That's very important. Like, is there going to be the room for Julie Pierce? But in Season 5, a good recovery from Daniel, if he is put in a bad state, would be and it could even be more of a Season 6 thing. Like Cobra Kai, things in this show is significantly going to change after Season 4. Period. I just want to say that. I've said that enough. This show is really going to change, where it's going to be kind of, especially season 6, though, will be kind of how the conclusions of, especially the kid characters, how they go out as people and, how they go out in life, because, they're getting older, they can't keep them young forever, and this is probably the last time, we'll obviously see an All-Valley tournament at the end of this season, so, the fight for an All-Valley, that will officially be finished after this season. Everything's, put into the tournament this season, and Julie Pierce really, does have an art for that, and obviously she has no clue who, like, Terry Silver is, or John Kreese, or none of the enemies, but if they were to reunite, and Julie Pierce happened to be living in California now, or made a big visit, and, it wouldn't be a thing where she would be involved, in several episodes. It'd just be that also, though, makes you wonder, is it really, worth a cliffhanger for someone who's just going to be in 2 or 3 episodes? Probably not, but that's really what, in my opinion, she's good for, is 2 or 3 episodes to help Daniel out and, have, good scenes with them, reflecting on, Mr. Miyagi's wisdom and reflecting on their past and how much he truly helped them both out, to be where they are today. So, and Daniel was never mentioned, Julie Pierce's character has never actually been mentioned in Cobra Kai, the first Cobra Kai season, 3 seasons, so she would definitely appear on the line. Now, I want to close this video out by saying, remember I had the first video how she relates to Tori. Tori is different than Julie Pierce, though, in a lot of ways. She's obviously worse. She obviously already started out as a good fighter, but she wasn't really going through, Julie Pierce wasn't going through any, like, life situations when it came to poverty and really having to strive and work hard. So there are differences. But for me, if they keep Tori's character like this forever, it's going to be a huge letdown. And they really need somebody other than Kreese, obviously, who's been guiding her the whole time she's been in the show down the wrong paths. She really needs somebody to mentor her and get her, to have balance in her life, especially if her mother dies. And, that'll obviously, just automatically cause, Tori to be a more bad and worse kid than she already is. And, that's where a lot of her anger, is already, inflicted within. Obviously, in my opinion, it grew in season 3 as her mom, got worse, got sicker, which I think we're going to see, unfortunately, because I think this season is going to benefit, I'm not saying benefit Tori, but it's really going to revolve and be centered and focused around Tori, just like season 3 was with Hawk and Samantha. But I think Tori will be the Samantha this season when it comes to story really being evolved with her, and getting the full deserved background information that she deserves. And I honestly think that'll make her just like Samantha was in season 3, the second main kid behind who's going to be just like the story was in season 3. Hawk was the worst kid. Robbie will definitely be the worst kid. Her boyfriend, Tori's boyfriend, that is, in season 4. I cannot stress it enough. I know I've said that way too many times, but I just got to put that out there. He is going to be worse than people think. And what's not going to be good about that is it's going to be maybe hard for some when Robbie's redemption eventually does happen. Whenever it does happen, he's going to be so bad, though, throughout most of season 4 that it might not even feel sweet. Him coming back together with Johnny. You'd almost say he doesn't even deserve Johnny, or he doesn't even deserve the good coming back in his life, because I really think he's going to do more just effed up things of any character we've seen out of the kids thus far, and maybe worse just on the streets and all the time. Sensei Grace and Sensei Silver. I know that sounds insane. Obviously, he's not worse, but you get what I mean. Just causing more constant havoc. Just like Hawk was in season 3 all the time. But he ain't gonna regret anything like Hawk did or have any second thoughts, I think, throughout the season. I really do. But unless it happens to Dimitri, that is the only way. Unless he does something to Dimitri. That's it. That is the savior to Robbie. Dimitri might be the key to both Hawk and Robbie's redemptions. How epic would that be? People need to start realizing and seeing through that there's some dynamic that will have to come out of Robbie and Dimitri. You can't ignore it. Come on, do not be a plot hole here. You can't ignore that relationship that went on. Especially if it has Kenny in the middle. That would be the best way to distill it, so I've already made a video out. But yeah, just to conclude the thing about Julie Pierce, if she was to come back, I don't think, she would have any long-term things like helping Tori out, like I was going to say a minute ago. It would be all about her and Daniel, meeting each other and, discussing Mr. Miyagi and how he just really reflected them. And, she might give him a little bit of advice. Maybe Mr. Miyagi, more gave her, especially should she was in a really bad time in her life, emotionally, let's just put it that way, and, just in a really bad funk, of what kind of person to be, that really wasn't how, Mr. Miyagi helped Daniel out of as much. She could give him advice to get out of the funk that he might have himself in, after the conclusion of season 4. But, yeah, I'm really excited for the season. Julie Pierce, I think, would fit best in season 5. I think it really would still be a cool cliffhanger, since a lot of people don't know, even Cobra Kai watchers, about Julie Pierce, so they could be like, what the heck is this? But, plenty of people obviously know about Terry Silver. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you leave your comments down below if you have any thoughts or predictions about this one. Make sure you have any, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. If you enjoyed this, share this video. Can need all the views. I can get a certain someone out there who personally who would need like to see this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel every night if you enjoy this channel's content. Check out my other videos every night. Need all the views I get. Alright, guys. Love you guys. See you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoy this one. You think Julie Pierce coming back? Not this season. But I'll see you guys in the next one. So I hope everyone has a great day. Take care. Peace.